Hello and welcome to Facts and Chats. Actually, welcome back to our live podcast. This is our second segment of the day, Beyond the Alma Mater. So I am your host, Amanya, and today we're so excited to have two amazing alumni from our faculty. First, we have Fairuz. He is our first... So, Fairuz is our first ever graduate from the Bachelor of Communications, Strategic Communications. And we have the lovely Ajana. Tepuk. Hello. She is our recent graduate from the Diploma of Applied Communication. So, first and foremost, how does it feel to be back in our faculty?
Oh, well, for me, because I just recently graduated, I graduated back in December, so it feels, I don't know how to say it, it feels nice.
Mm-hmm.
It feels nice to be back. I saw a lot of my friends here, and they're all saying hi to me, and I just feel so, I always feel welcomed whenever I come back to MMU, or just when I first came to MMU in general, I felt welcomed. So, what about you, Fires?
It feels amazing to be back, honestly. But then I left the university 2019. So to be back here again, I mean, you said that you met a lot of your friends, right? Most of my friends are not here anymore. So
Most of the lecturers also.
yeah, most of the lecturers are also not here.
So
it feels amazing.
Yeah. So before we start, can the both of you reintroduce yourself for our audience?
Yeah, sure. Hello, everyone, and hello, Amanya. Hello, Fyrus. My name is Adriana, but you can just call me Nemo. A lot of people here call me Nemo, so yeah.
Sorry, Nemo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a long story. It's a long story.
What's the short story for
The
Nemo?
short story? Well, I went snorkeling with my family, and they saw a clownfish, and they were like, "Oh my God, Kaka, it looks like you." Okay, and I just stuck with that
Nemo.
name until since then.
Yeah.
Mm.
So Nemo, what about you?
Hi,
Introduce yourself.
my name is Fairuz. My name is quite mouthful, so I just tell people that they can just call me Fairuz. Or most of my close friends, they just call me Fai.
Fi.
What up,
Virus.
Fi?
Fi.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for introducing yourself. Let's not waste any more time because personally, I am so excited and honored to be listening to your own personal stories and insights about your own journeys, challenges, and even the lesson learned from your studies here. So are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yes, really hope. So first question, can you share a bit about your journey as a student in our faculty?
Oh, well, for me personally, my journey in the faculty, I would say it's a journey of self-discovery because originally I actually was not planning on joining university. Like after SPM, I just immediately worked and I just did full-time. I was promoted to assistant operating manager at a retail store nearby. And I thought my life was set, you know. I was like, okay, I'm getting paid well.
Yeah.
I have a job. So why would I need to keep going, like keep studying, you know?
Yeah.
But then my mother, she was worried about me because I didn't enjoy high school. I'm gonna be honest, I did not enjoy high school. And so she wants me to make the most of my youth because I didn't get the youth that she wanted me to. So she convinced me to join university. And since MMU, fun fact, is actually my dream university when I was like, 12, 11.
Really?
Yeah, because I saw an advertisement on it, and purely because I was a big fan of Bobo Boy, so like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So MMU was my dream university for a while, and so my mom was like, "Hey, how about you try applying there?
Yeah.
Like, how about you just try study maybe like diploma or foundation? Because if I do diploma, then I can just get a certificate and immediately work if I don't feel like studying anymore."
Yeah.
And so I did, and I actually end up like enjoying my time here in FAC. So yeah, no regrets so far. What about you?
So my journey here is quite long, I would say, because like you mentioned before that I was the first batch for the Bachelor of Strategic Communication, but I was also the first batch for the foundation program.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
so back
God.
then, now I know that the foundation program, the name itself has been changed to Foundation in Communication, right?
Yeah.
So back then it was called Foundation in English. So that's one of the main reasons why I decided to come here to Multimedia University, because my passion was in English. So I thought it was a great opportunity to come here and to take that course. But the thing is, I didn't expect that they were trying to make a communication program and not the language itself per se. So it was quite something for me. But then along the way, after I've studied here, after I've met the lecturers, and then I felt like, I think this is the path for me. Doing communication is something that I didn't expect I would like, but I guess now I'm doing it for a living.
Yeah.
No regrets, no regrets.
No regrets. Fire.
So, second question, what actually made you choose this faculty program for your studies?
Oh God, do you want the honest short answer or the honest long answer?
Whichever. Honest,
Okay,
long. Let's go.
let's just go with both. Okay, so the honest short answer, it was purely because Diploma in Applied Communications, by the way, guys, has drama and performance as one of their subjects. And I was a huge theater kid. I did musicals, musical plays in high school and in primary school as well. So I was like, you know what? My parents didn't want me to pursue fully in theater, but the fact that Diploma has like a subject for theater, I was like, okay, that was the pure reason why I chose Diploma in Applied Communications.
Yeah.
But for the long answer, the long honest answer, I chose it because Applied Communication teaches students to utilize the digital realm, considering that the digital realm is now like the future, you know?
Yeah.
Like, when you think of mass comm, when you think of communications, you think of mass comm. You think of journalism, newspapers, television, broadcasts. But applied communications, we are more focused on the future. So we learn social media, personal branding, and not only that, just like crisis management, public relations.
Yeah.
And it's something new to me because I get to explore a bunch of different things in just one program.
Yeah.
So I'm able to learn management things. I'm able to learn coding. I'm able to learn
Coding?
multimedia. Yeah,
Oh.
I heard there's like a programming subject now for diploma.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's so
really
insane to
interesting. I
me.
didn't know
Yeah, right. I didn't know until like one of the newer batches told me about it. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, that's
Yeah.
crazy. So it's perfect for people who don't know what they want to do in the future. So applied communications, you learn practically just everything. And I think, considering I was still in a journey of self-discovery, I think that was the perfect program for
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
What about you, Fairuz? What made you choose this faculty?
So, like I mentioned before, that after foundation, since I thought it was going to be about the English language, right? But then it ended up becoming a communication program.
Yeah.
I had an option whether shall I stay here or shall I move out,
yeah.
find another university. But then I think back then I talked to one of the lecturers. I asked her, it's a her. I asked her like, what is the future here? Because I know for a fact that the bachelor's program, the degree program is quite new. It's really new, very
Yeah.
fresh.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what's the outcome is going to be, right? But then after I talked to her, and then when she, in a way, persuaded me, saying
Yeah.
that strategic communication is, honestly, it's for the future, right? So I didn't see it back then, but then after I moved out of this university, after I've started my career, I can see whatever things that I've learned, whatever subjects that I took before, it helped me a lot
Yeah.
to make sure that my career is going well
Yeah.
right now. Yeah.
That's great. Honestly, I understand now how you guys choose this, and it's very different. I mean, you're recent, and he's the first ever batch.
Yeah, I'm quite old.
No, you're not. Okay. Third question, guys. What were some of the most memorable experiences you had during your time here?
Ooh, memorable?
Yeah.
I would say because I was one of the very first kapla or leaders for my
Do you have
program.
Kapla by
I
then?
don't. Is this a new culture? I don't know.
yeah.
That's what Kapla. Kapla is like the leader for the batch, right?
Yeah, for each program, for like bachelor's degree for foundation and for diploma, there's a kapla leader.
Is
to-
this system something that you decided based on your
I think it's
peers?
because of the movie, right? The
I
project.
have no idea.
Project.
I just got an email from the faculty like, "Hey, do you want to be like the leader for like diploma?" And I was like, "Sure. What do I do?" So as the leader, I was able to basically give a lot of talks to the new students and basically try and tell them that this is the right path and how they wouldn't regret choosing FAC. And I think because I'm an introvert.
No, you're
You
I'm
don't,
an
you
introvert.
don't seem like an
My
introvert.
MBTI is INFJ. Believe me,
Let's
guys.
do it
I
again.
swear.
I don't think
Reroll. But yeah, I'm an introvert, and so being kapla to me personally, it was a huge step because I was able to step outside of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Because usually I am not the leader type. I am more of a follower. I don't lead, and I don't think I'm good at it. So being able to pursue like my role as kapla it was like such an opportunity. I was able to represent the faculty in MMU Student Parliament in 2023. And I also assisted in directing one of the FAC Dean's Award ceremony back in 2023 as well. And I think one of the more memorable times or like moments in FAC for me was that we were able to go on a lot of field trips to Astro,
God, I remember
to
that.
like radio stations. And I'm a huge broadcast person. I love broadcasting. And so that was like a dream for me. I was able to see all the behind the scenes of a lot of shows on Astro. I was like, whoa, this is insane. This is so cool. Yeah, so I think that's the most memorable time for me.
That's so fun. What about you, Farouz? Memorable experience?
Just to add on, I noticed that a lot of the newer batches of this faculty, right, they're very bubbly, very vibrant. Like they talk a lot compared to my time. During my time, most of my friends back then, including me, we were not the kind that we don't talk a lot. We don't talk that much. So it's a good thing to see that most of the new ones are talking a lot.
Yeah,
because you're
talking
doing
too much,
comms,
actually.
you're doing communication, so you have to talk.
Yeah.
And I think that it's something that the faculty is doing well because of that, because of the students. So the question was about
The most memorable experiences you've had during your time here?
I think the most memorable one would be. So back then there was a transfer program, like visiting to other country.
Ooh. Was it Indonesia?
No, okay. This one it was we went to China.
Oh.
Specifically, we went to Chongqing, China. So Chongqing, China, the program itself it was in correlation with the One Belt One Road program. I don't know if you know about it. So basically, the China government they doing this one initiative to connect all of the other Asia countries or something. So like it's like a one road towards the country itself, China. So that one is quite memorable because I know I remember that it was the first time they're doing it, this transfer program. And then when I went there, it gave me a lot of opportunities to, first of all, to be in a country that I've never been before, China, and then to meet the students there. And then we stayed at their university. I forgot the name. I think it's Chongqing Engineering University, it's something like that. I really forgot. Yeah, and then when I went there, we did a lot of activities. We did a lot of cultural visit. So for me, that was one of the most memorable moments here.
The field trip.
The field trip, yeah.
So both of you guys actually field trips related. You're to
Yeah,
the
except
Astro.
he went overseas. I stayed in Malaysia, bro.
But I thought they're still doing it.
Yeah, they are still doing it.
Indonesia, right?
Yeah.
Ah,
It's Indonesia, Bandung, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we're still doing it. But you're the first ever batch and you got to do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's good
So-
though.
That sounds so fun.
That sounds so fun. I
Oh
wish I
my
went.
Lord.
So, okay, we're going to get a bit more deep now. We're going to talk about the challenges and lessons learned. So, what challenges did you guys face during your studies and how did you overcome these challenges?
Oh, challenges? Let me think about that. Well, back in my studies, I had a hard time facing the fact that I wasn't going to be good at everything because you go to university, you pay for the fees to be good at what you're learning or to pursue what you're learning.
Yeah.
But in my very first year, I had a hard time like accepting the fact that there are going to be subjects where I'm not good at. I'm not going to be good at, despite me paying for the subjects, despite me learning it for a whole like 3 months, 4 months. I'm not going to be good at it, no matter how many times I keep taking that subject. Like, for example, for me, I'm more of a video person. I love broadcasting. I love video creation. Social media is definitely my thing. But when it comes to management, when it comes to like consumer management, crisis management, public relations, that is not my thing. I cannot bring myself to like be good at it because it's just not the kind of person I am. And I think for me, that is the hardest challenge to face because I'm the kind of person where, oh, I paid so much for this. How am I still not good at it? You know? But over time, in my second year, I learned that, okay, maybe just management is not my thing. Maybe just media is my thing. Social media, video creation, broadcasting, podcasting. That is something that I'm truly good at, and I can't change that. I can't change the fact that there are things that I'm not going to be good at. So, yeah, that's the challenge that I faced, and it really took a toll on me.
I think for me, the hardest challenge was to break out of my comfort zone because like I said, I'm not the talkative type. I don't talk that much. Even back then, I only talk when I felt like it was necessary for me to talk. But then, since a lot of the subjects, the assignments that we needed to do involves a lot of talking. So in a way, if I don't start talking now, how am I supposed to finish all of this in the best way possible, right? So and then another thing I would say that the challenge was trying to find the right circle.
Oh, that's a
Because
good
you
one.
know how,
one.
being a
That's a good
university
one.
student, having a bad circle is gonna affect not
Your
just your
studies.
study life, but also your personal life later. So it was quite hard. I met a couple of people that I'm still keeping in touch with,
Yeah.
but at the same time, there are other people that I haven't seen or talked to them for quite some time.
Yeah, I think that's the main, like, a very critical thing in university life is that you're going to meet people, and you're going to think that they're going to stick with you for the rest of your life, and then they just drift apart.
Yeah.
Things happen, you know, and you just got to learn to accept that. You just got to learn to accept that at least that moment came. At least you were able to experience that moment with those people.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you wouldn't have even met them at all. And you had a good time, you had good smiles, good laughs, but there's also tears. There's also like moments where you just have hard times with them. And that's okay. So I just hope that if there are any like freshies out there watching this, freshmen, there we go. If there's any new students, juniors, freshmen who are having a hard time making friends or even keeping their friend group together, just know that it happens, and you're going to find people out there who will stick with you till the end.
It's not the end of the world, actually, when you lose friends. I think it's a very normal thing in university to lose friends and then gain friends and then lose friends.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just a matter of choosing the right people to stick with them till the end.
I think the best lesson that I learned is that keeping your circle small is important.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
I
true.
agree.
And then this small circle is the one that actually is going to be there for you when you are in trouble or when you're having
In trouble.
not the bad kind of trouble. I mean, in any misfortunes,
Situation.
situations. Yeah.
I agree, because you can get to know a lot of people. Like, networking is a very huge thing when it comes to like social life. Networking is a massive thing that you need to have, especially in the working life later on. But you need to also keep your circle small. Just prioritize the people that you think will care about you just as much as you care about them. But also just like get to know a lot of people. But you have to choose certain people where you have to like only certain people that you want to keep close, you know? Yeah. I don't know if what I'm saying is making sense.
No, it is making sense.
It makes sense.
It's making sense. Okay, moving on to the next question, guys. This is about the lesson that you learned as a student that still applies to your life or career today. The biggest lesson.
The biggest lesson is I think
Ooh, Virus is thinking.
it's okay, take your time. I'll just say be different.
Be different.
Be different, because the biggest lesson that I learned the hard way in university is that, for example, like you have to make a assignment on crisis management or strategic communication, and you're thinking about doing about Starbucks and their issue with Israel, you know? So if that's like the first thing that you thought of, there's going to be 2 or 3 other groups that think the same thing. So yeah, be different. And because how I did it back then is that in my first year, I just thought of the easiest topics, like when it comes to crisis management, I think of McDonald's, I think of Zara with their issue, with their PR issues, you know. But over time, I just realized, how about I try something different? Because when I'm presenting, another group is going to be presenting the same thing, and I'm like, oh, well, now that just doesn't make my group stand out, and my marks just doesn't
stand out as
well. So one of my best work is I did a report on my favorite indie video game, Omori, and I got full marks on that essay. On that report, and I am so proud of it. I still read it to this day. So ever since I did that, it was in my second semester. I did that report on my second semester, and ever since I did that report, I just started relating my interests into my assignments as well, just to try stand out, be different, and also at the same time express my love for things. Because when you think of culture, you think of like Malay culture, Chinese culture. But when I think of culture, now I think gaming culture, Twitter culture, you know, social media culture. So it's just all about perspective. Yeah. So just in your assignments, be different. And if you start now being unique and being different and try to relate your interests in your assignments, you'll be able to thrive in the working place later on. Because then the higher ups in your company will see, you know, there's something different about you. There's something, you stand out. Yeah. And we love that. Yeah. So that's the biggest advice for me.
Fairuz, how about you? The biggest lesson?
I think
biggest lesson
that still applies.
For me, the biggest lesson will be that it is okay for you to make mistakes.
Real.
Especially when in your university year. It's really okay for you to make mistakes, because this is the time for you to learn. What matters is, what do you do after that?
Yeah.
When you have made that mistake, what do you do after that? That is the thing that I keep close to me, because I remember that back here, I did a lot of things. I did a lot of mistakes, not just when it comes to assignments, but also whatever social life that I had before. Also, I made a lot of mistakes. But then I think those things that happened, it made me who I am now, who I am today. And yeah, I think that's for me. That's the biggest.
That's
lesson.
awesome. That's awesome. Like,
so be different and don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's a really good one.
Guys, I'm gonna remember that advice and then I apply it to my life starting today.
As you should.
But the be different thing, I agree with that actually, because when you be different and then you do things that you're interested in, especially in your assignments, I feel like it's easier. Because you know so much about it already.
Yeah, you're so knowledgeable about a certain thing, and so you try and educate other people on the knowledge that you have. And I think that's just the beauty of like university, like, because we're all from different backgrounds, from different cultures. We all grew up differently, and so there are different ways people perceive things or like express things or like different things that they like. So I think that's the beauty of university. You get to meet a bunch of different people and get to learn a bunch of cultures and how they grew up. And I love that.
And Fairuz, for the mistakes, don't be afraid to make mistakes. I mean, how did you overcome that, the fact that you are not afraid to make mistakes? What was the turning point?
I think because as a human being, right, we are bound to make mistakes. Yeah. It doesn't matter if the mistake is big or whether the mistake is small, but I think the lessons that you learn out of it, that's the thing that will help you grow, that will help you improve yourself.
Yeah.
So also just to add on, I do like the fact that here in this faculty, I did meet a lot of people that I will say I didn't expect that, oh, I will meet these people from this kind of background, right? But then, even though we have like different backgrounds or like different cultures, but we're still friends.
Yeah.
So in a way, it's good for you to have like a diverse kind of friends, you know? Especially in your university year.
Yeah. exactly.
Yeah. That's I'm so sorry.
Don't
Moving
start
on.
tearing up now.
Okay, we're gonna talk about your career path if you guys are comfortable with it.
Oh yeah, sure.
Can you tell us about your career journey after graduating from this faculty?
Ooh, after graduating, well, after graduation, I don't think I'm ready to like go back into degree. I think I want to like take my time and like fully figure out what I want to do for my degree because I just graduated from my diploma, right? And so I am currently working as a beauty consultant at the Body Shop. Yeah.
Sorry.
So it's really not much. Like I'm just gathering money so I can afford the degree. I think that's all after my graduation. But in terms of like my career growth and my career path, I did my internship as a social media marketing intern at a job thing. And I was able to basically enhance my skills in social media, and I was able to apply that into my own personal branding because I aspire to be my own little content creator.
Yeah.
And what I learned in my internship, I was able to implement into my own personal brand, and I think that's a massive like career growth to me. But other than that, I have nothing much to say when it comes to career since I'm not like working a full-time job. I'm just waiting on my degree. So,
Yeah.
Fairuz, maybe you can speak more
This
on
one
this?
obviously can
Just,
speak.
just out of curiosity, are you gonna continue your degree here?
No, actually, I applied to pursue my degree overseas. I applied
see.
to the UK and I applied to Korea as well. I was gonna apply to the US, but unfortunately, the US don't accept Malaysian diploma. So, shucks, you know. But I'm trying my best. I'm planning to pursue media production or digital media or just anything broadcasting or video content related because it's something that I really want to like focus on for my career. And yeah.
My career journey is
A long story. It
long
sounds
story,
like a
yeah, it's
long
another long story,
story.
but I'll keep it short. I'll keep it short.
No, it's okay, it's okay.
So after I graduated from the degree program, I did some thinking. I was thinking of whether do I want to work or
No.
do I? That was my first thought. I
Yeah.
didn't want to work, and then I was thinking of maybe I can continue my masters, and that's what I did. So back then I was a GPA scholar.
Oh.
Yeah, I was a GPA scholar for the degree program. So they created an advertisement saying that, hey, we're going to sponsor you abroad.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so
For the
that's-
masters?
yeah, for the masters.
Okay.
So that's what I did. I applied, and then somehow I got it. I don't even know how, but I got it. And then I went abroad. I did my masters in global media and communication
Where? Like
in the University of Warwick. It's in UK.
Warwick.
Yeah. So I applied. The thing is, I applied that university in particular because the previous lecturer here, she's not working here anymore. Her name is Shaliza, Miss Shaliza. She was the one who told me that, hey, if you want to continue your masters, why don't you come to this university? Because she's doing her, I forgot, I think her masters as well. She's doing it there and she's living there.
Oh.
Yeah, so personally, I went there because of her.
I see.
Oh, that's cute.
That's so sweet.
So
Oh my
I
God.
still keep in touch with the lecturers here, not just Miss Shaliza, but also Miss Raja. And then
Where's Miss Raju?
it's not here. And then a lot of other lecturers, Miss Izian, Madam Farihan, Madam Vani, Madam Su, a lot of people. But I know that now the lecturers are different. That some of them are still here, some of them left. So after I did my masters for a year, I went abroad, and then I came back. So the thing as a GPA scholar, right? There's this term and condition that you are bonded to work with the government.
Oh.
Yeah, it's one of the requirements. So I ended up after finishing it, I applied to work in the government sector. And now I've been there for this is my 5th year, getting into my 5th year, working as a PR officer for the Ministry of Health.
Oh.
So interesting.
Wait, that's so cool.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's
I know,
so
right? It's so cool.
admirable.
I heard the story. It's still cool.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, his working career journey very different than you.
Yeah.
That's actually so cool.
Just to add on, I know that most of my friends,
Mm-hmm.
they're not in the government sector. And I understand that well because it's a different culture. It's a different place. So I had a little bit of a hard time to adapt to the culture itself. Sorry, there's a lot of things I want to say, but
He was
Just
thinking
say
about it.
it.
no, because there's certain things I couldn't say. That's why.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
but
Alright,
then
no
I just
worries.
want to say that the government is doing a good job right now.
But basically, the culture is different from a
The
government.
culture is different, yeah, compared to when I was studying here, because this is a private university, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then like the students here are also coming from a very different background. It's not the same like in the public unis. So to merge and converse, to adapt is something that it took me like what, a year
Yeah.
or so for me to adapt in the government sector.
I mean, it takes time.
It takes
yeah.
time. And also, it was quite hard because when I started working, it was during COVID.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
20.
So
2020.
if you remember at the time, PKP was happening,
Yes.
right? And then people who were working, they had to do it online, but not for me. I had to go to the office
Oh my
every single day.
God.
Yeah,
During the PKP?
during the PKP.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's hard.
it was hard, but then I would say it's a good experience for me.
I mean, it helped you to push yourself. That's one of the.
Yeah, I'm still alive though. So
Yeah,
something.
5 years.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Would you like a gold star with that?
That's interesting. I mean, I didn't know about the fact that you had to go to the office every day. I thought like PKP, okay.
Yeah,
working
because
online.
back then, since I work in the corporate comms, right, in the ministry, so if you remember back then, we always did this press conference for the daily updates of how many COVID-19 cases. So behind the scene, we were the ones who were doing it. I
Yeah.
was a part of the
Oh.
part of the people there. But now, that is the media part, okay? But my job specifically is more towards social media. I'm the one handling the ministry's social media, so
Oh.
it's a lot of work.
Well, it's nice to meet you. There we go.
So,
The man himself, guys.
yeah, the man himself, the one behind the social media accounts,
Admin, bro.
the admin.
Mr. Min.
So, guys, I have to ask, how did the knowledge and skills that you gained during your time here help you in your current career, in your current role? in
Ooh,
your
I
career?
love this question.
You love this question?
Okay,
Okay,
all right.
let's-
Okay, so again, I did my internship in my 4th semester. I didn't do it after I graduated. So after I graduated, I'm currently doing a beauty consultant at the body shop. So it's nothing much. But during my internship, I was able to, implement what I learned in diploma to my internship. And one of the good examples that I can give you is that I made a meme video for the company social media because I was in charge of the social media for my internship. And on Mondays, I had to schedule like, okay, I have to decide what kind of content I want to do, which day I want to post it, and how many videos per day. And then I have to make that content on that day or on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, post it. And also curate the social media captions. And so there was this one time where I made a meme video, and I showed it to my my division leader, and she was like, "I don't think this video is gonna do well. I don't think
How
this
old is
video
she?
is." Sorry,
How old is she?
I never asked, and because you should not be asking a woman their age.
No, okay. The reason why I asked the age because I know that the old ones are not familiar with the meme games.
Yes,
you know?
yes, yes.
The
So
meme games.
I understand if they don't like it.
But the thing is, she's like around 20, 30.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yes.
She's young.
Yes. And so I showed her it. And then she was like, I don't think people, like Malaysians specifically, are going to relate to this. So I don't think it'll do well. Don't post it. And the meme was basically POV, your coworker resigned from your job and you're left alone in that job. So you're like missing her and stuff, you know? And so instead of scrapping it, I posted it, and it got 13 million impressions
Oh, wow.
on the social media page, on the Instagram account. And I was like, so I should have just followed my gut.
Yeah.
Like, because sometimes, like, yes, I'm an intern and I should be learning from my internship, but I also should be sharing what I know to the people in the company, you know? Because there are some things because they're a different generation, we are a different generation, and we are here to share what we know from our generation to the older generation, you know? And if we are able to share knowledge together, then we'll be able to, you know, thrive better in the working industry. So I posted that video because I followed my gut. I felt like it will do well on social media, and it did. 13 million impressions, and after that, our account went from 5,000 followers to 13K now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And
That's
so
crazy.
it's so cool.
That's a crazy
And like
achievement.
there were a lot of comments, there were a lot of likes. They were saying like, "Oh, this is so relatable, ha ha ha." And there were even some stupid comments about like people were like, "Hey, what's that drink? I want that drink too." Because I was holding a drink in that video. It was so funny. And so then after that, our division leader was like, "Okay, I'm gonna trust you more with the content that you make now." And so ever since then, our videos have skyrocketed. So we just focus purely on videos. And yeah, I think what I learned in diploma, because in my second semester, I learned media broadcasting with my lecturer, Sir Jay. And what he taught me, I applied a lot of it to my editing, my videography in my internship. And it helped me a lot in the internship, and I was able to be recognized by a lot of the by a lot of my coworkers there. So yeah.
Pyros, what's one the knowledge or skills that you gain from your studies that help you in your current role?
So I noticed that the subjects for this program, the bachelor's degree, right, there have been a lot of changes. So back in my time, I did learn about, I think the most important thing is to correlate it with my career is the subject called negotiations in professional contexts. Because in my line of work, I have to meet a lot of people, not just in the government side, but also from the corporate side. And then I have to deal with the public itself. So it's a lot of things that I need to cater. So the subject did help me out a lot. And then another thing is about the crisis calm. Because I think you all know how there's a lot of crisis going on. Not just in the ministry, but also the government. So as a PR officer, I one of the main jobs is to deal with that kind of crisis.
Yeah.
So the crisis comm subject was really helpful.
Yeah.
And then social media as well. I don't know, what is it called now, the subject?
Social media strategy.
Social media strategies.
Yes.
Okay.
I forgot. I took that one
Or
last
like-
time. I forgot already.
Or like applications to social media or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
Because,
social media.
Because during my time, it was called as analytic or something. It's a lot of data going on. And I was kind of lost, and I did feel like I made a mistake. I should have focused more. Because I didn't expect that I'll do social media for a living as well. And then, but yeah, I think the subjects really helped me out. It shaped me to be ready. And honestly, I didn't expect I'll do PR because when you're doing bachelor's in communication, right? There's a lot of options that you can go. Like for example, you like doing broadcasting,
Yes,
you
correct.
like doing the media thing, and then there's also the corporate comms, and then advertising. There's a lot of things going on.
Yeah, it's very
that you can
diverse
choose.
in the faculty.
So all of the things that I've learned, I applied it to my job, and it helped me. It helped me a lot.
That's awesome. That's honestly so insightful and resourcul. But before that, let's welcome everyone here. Hi, guys. Hello, everyone. Welcome to FAC. Welcome to the Faculty of Applied Communication. Please have a seat and join us. Come. Okay.
Actually, we actually have to wrap it up, guys. We're cutting
Oh,
time.
really?
So
Okay.
this is going to be the last question. I'm so sorry. We had to
No
cut so
worries,
much
no worries.
questions. But last question of the day for everyone here, actually. What's one piece of advice you wish someone had told you before you started university?
Ooh, do you want to start first
Specifically
or
this
shall
faculty.
You can start first.
Oh no. Okay, now that we have an audience, I'm so nervous. Okay. Well, my advice that I wish someone would have told me if I before I joined university is that don't be afraid to get yourself lost in order to find yourself.
Yeah.
And that took me a long while to figure out because like I said, before I joined university, in high school I struggled a lot.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what my future holds. I didn't know what I want to do or when I want to do it, and I was taking a lot of my time trying to figure out everything for myself. And so in like the longer I think about it, like the more I think about it, the more I realize that it's okay to get yourself lost and be uncomfortable and step outside of your comfort zone just to find yourself. Find what kind of person you are, what you want to pursue. And yeah, it took me a long while to figure out that I really want to be a video creator. Even though I've been making videos since I was 11, 12 years old, I never knew that it's something I want to do for as my career or in the future.
Yeah.
And now that I've pursued my diploma in applied communications, I was able to figure out, hey, I like doing this. I want to do this as my career, and I want to keep doing this because I've had people come up to me and tell me that that my videos saved them and my videos helped them to figure out what kind of person they are or what they want to do. And every time I think about it, I cry. Like my videos, my silly little vlogs were able to help someone figure out what they want to do in their life. That's insane to me.
Yeah.
And hearing those words come out of someone that I have never met is like a motivation for me to keep going. Like I want to keep making videos and I want to keep inspiring people and helping people. So yeah, I think my advice to everyone out there is don't be afraid to get lost, get yourself lost, be uncomfortable, step outside of your comfort zone just so you could find yourself, you know? Yeah.
Cyrus?
I'm gonna keep my advice very short and simple. Just enjoy.
Okay, Fossil, go. Yeah.
Just enjoy your university life because after you've started working, it's a different life itself. So just be friends with anyone that you think you can be close with. Enjoy your study because at the end of the day, if you're happy with your life, things will go great. It gets better for you.
Yeah, make the most of your life,
Make the
guys.
most. It's
University is going to be the best time of your life, and so you should make the most of it. Yeah, so I think that's all from us.
That's a really great pieces of advice, guys. I think we can all agree that university is all about learning. There's no right. I mean, there is right or wrong, but it's all about learning from those wrongs and learning from your mistakes. So thank you so much, Fairuz and Ajana, for joining us today and sharing your incredible journeys and stories. I'm sure it will inspire and guide many of our current faculty, students, and even our future students of Faculty Applied Communications. So to everyone listening, thank you for tuning in. And please stay tuned for our next and final segment, What's Trending, which will feature your favorite hosts, Marcella, Camelia, and Faris. And see you soon. Thank you so much for watching Facts and Chats.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much, guys.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, bye.
Yeah! Oh my gosh.
Tiba-tiba that's our live podcast like it didn't just happen. Thank you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Yeah.
Okay. You did well, actually.